if you wanted to know what was for lunch at school for the coming week, in Wake County anyway, you could call the lunch menu line.
No, that was not a thing.
You didn't have that?
No, that was not.
Did you not eat school? You didn't go to public school, did you? Did you go to public school?
This don't sound right. Oh, yeah, I went to public school.
Okay.
Yeah, and I bought lunches at the public school. Yeah. But you could call and get the menu for the week.
So
daily?
Yeah, daily. Or for the whole week.
That don't sound right.
Yeah. So this guy, it would call in.
This is Wake County.
Wake County. You could call in, and this guy would make it fun. Like, he would jazz it up a little bit.
Like, give me an example.
I can't remember my brother could remember better than I could, but he would, just kind of jazz it up and make it fun. And you would call in and listen to the lunch menu for the coming week.
Tomorrow's Friday. We're having the rectangular pizza. We hope you enjoy the pepperoni.
But he might throw in a few jokes or whatever, just make it a little fun.
Okay.
So one of the activities that you certainly did growing up was
you
called and listened to the lunch menu for the week.
Did you talk about this on the next day at school, like riding the bus?
Yeah.
While the bus is playing chicken with each other,
yeah.
You talk to the person next to you. Hey, did you listen to the menu?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like I said, the guy made it fun or whatever, and so you would
I'm really trying to envision this.
I can't remember anything specifically, like you said, that would do it. But
I need voices in my head.
Yeah, maybe he made the voices or whatever.
Would he make
the snickerdoodle cookie?
Would he make fun of the food?
I don't think he would make fun of the food.
That's a fine line.
Yeah.
But that's where the real comedy lies. That's where you make people laugh, is when you have to describe beef. What's it called? Beef
stew.
Beef stroganoff.
Right.
Beef.
For lunch at school?
Yes.
You went to a different public school.
On noodles.
Oh yeah, we had that.
I know you. Yeah, don't give me this.
Yeah.
Don't.
We had beef.
Don't go Farmer Cecil on me. I know you had that stuff. We all had that.
We had
junk.
Beef stroganoff.
Yes, thank you.
We had the square pizza.
Yeah.
Usually it was matched with some vegetable that didn't really go with it.
Uh-huh.
We would have salads, and we had the big gallon salad dressings, right?
Oh yeah.
And so you'd hold your salad up there and get a few pumps of salad dressing on it.
We called it the ranch pump.
Yeah. I would always go for the French dressing. I would actually like to have some of that French-ish dressing.
It's hard to find that these days, isn't it?
Yeah. That tastes like that did. It had it had a weird taste, but you got addicted to it.
What else did they have at school lunches? I remember usually there was a spaghetti.
Yeah, he had a spaghetti day. I think he had a hamburger day.
Definitely hamburgers and hot dogs.
Maybe hot dog day and fries.
Right. Was there ever any fried chicken?
Yeah, we had. Oh yeah, you did have chicken.
Maybe more like chicken nuggets.
No, we would have like chicken, like drumsticks. And
okay, all right.
Yeah, like baked chicken.
Baked. That's right. It was baked chicken.
It was like a baked chicken breast.
So how did he describe the baked chicken on the menu? The calling menu. There's got to be something good.
We have fish sticks or fish fillet.
Oh, especially during Lent.
Or fish fillet sandwich, and we might even have gotten to where you almost had like a Chick-fil-A-ish sandwich,
a fried chicken breast.
Yeah. But anyways, you call in and listen to the lunch menu, and there you go. Well, you got to remember there wasn't a lot to entertain us back then.
You just had you and your thoughts, man.
Yeah. Now,
did you have to ask permission to call every night?
No, I don't think so.
Would you and your brother get on the same? Would you and your brother get on the same line and listen to it simultaneously?
I think you just called it, whenever you wanted to.
Okay. Do you remember the phone number? You dialed it. You dialed this phone number, Cecil.
I don't remember it. I can remember a lot of phone numbers, but I can't remember that.
I bet you dialed that phone number at least 1,000 times. When did you start calling?
I don't remember when we started calling it. Now, what were the other ones that because this isn't the only thing that you could call and get.
Right.
What were the other things?
I remember time and temperature.
Right. You call and get the exact time and the temperature.
Which I really, now in retrospect, why in the world would we call about time and temperature? Because you got a clock in your house, and B, you go outside and figure out what the temperature is.
We probably didn't have accurate clocks. You probably had a lot of analog clocks in your house. And so you were always trying to get them adjusted correctly.
Right. So you knew you were getting the right time. We didn't have digital. We'd have too many digital
all the clocks now are tied to the atomic clock, right?
Right,
they're all,
exactly.
Yeah, they're all perfectly set.
Right.
But back then, your clock would drift a little bit if you had an analog clock.
There's always talk about the jobs that have come and gone,
Mm-hmm.
and we are talking about the jobs that are gone.
Right. Oh, setting up time and temperature.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not calling that. You're not. Well, was it a live person though that you called? I thought it was a recording.
It's recording.
Yeah.
Time and temperature.
So that person was never there.
But the temperature, that's the odd one because most people would think would have a thermometer outside the house.
Right.
But yeah, but you'd call and get that.
Oh, the movie theaters.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you want to go to a movie
and you wanted to know when it was,
yeah,
you would call the movie theater.
Right.
And let's see, what would they do first? Oh, first they'd rattle off the names of the movies. So these are the movies we have.
Right.
And then you would have to dial the number corresponding with the movie
for the times.
And then they would tell you the times of that movie, right?
Right. And then it was
there's a Seinfeld episode on this. Do you remember this?
No.
There's a Seinfeld episode where for some reason the movie theater information hotline gets mixed up with Kramer. So people are always calling Kramer. So Kramer starts acting like the movie hotline. So he has the newspaper in front of him.
Right.
And he says, well, the movies are dial 1 if you want this, dial 2. And then they dial the number. It goes beep. He has no idea what the beep is all about. So he goes, well, why don't you just tell me what movie you want to watch?
Right. Well, that's how you do it, though.
I even think you had to pick which movie theater, because some of the movie theaters were all in the same system. Yeah. And I think you actually said, oh, which movie theater? And then you picked the movie, and then you. Yeah.
Right. You had to, and you had to sit there and listen to all that to get the times for your particular movie.
And they always changed them on Thursdays.
Did they?
I think it was Thursday. Maybe it was Tuesdays. Yeah. There was a specific day they changed them because that's when they changed the movies in the theaters. They'd re-roll the movies, and so you can't depend on last week's recording. You got to call back.
And then even if let's say you got your time and you're going to the movie.
Well, now and you also know what temperature is.
You know what the temperature is. So you're not addressed. You get there, you may still not be able to see the movie because it might be sold out.
Right.
Because there's no online seating.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah. I remember like for Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
You got there early, got your ticket, and you stood in line for an hour waiting to get in.
Yeah. I mean, first you stood in line to get your ticket.
Yes.
Then you got in line to get in and get a seat that's not the front row.
Right. Hopefully you're going to sit together with your friends because it was just I had forgotten about that though. If you didn't have the newspaper to look for the listings, you called.
Right.
And got the listing.
What were some, I was wondering, was there something about snow closings for schools?
I don't, we talked about it.
I feel like maybe our school system had that. We didn't know when we were getting the rectangular pizza. Actually, you're getting the rectangular pizza on Friday, so you really don't have to call. But we had a hotline. I feel like we could call if the schools were going to close. In fact, I think maybe they update the recording at a certain time, like at 5:30 or 6:30 a.m.
That does sound familiar.
And then you would call and see if the schools, and man, you were hoping.
Yeah, that does sound familiar now that you say that.
You were so hoping.
Yeah, that you could call in and get the recording.
Believe it or not,
just for the schools.
Where I work has a phone number that you call. And there's for snow or bad weather, and there's a recording. Someone records the message. Hey, we are operating on a 2-hour delay.
Yeah, now that you say that,
I think there was.
Call for snows. Now, the best one I've seen, and I did not know this existed, was there used to be a lot of these in America. But I think there's only 2 left.
Yeah.
If you were a birder.
Okay, bird watcher.
A bird watcher.
Yeah.
And you wanted to know if certain birds were in your area, there were bird clubs that would maintain these recordings, and you could call, and it would be like, we saw we got the golden finch in town. The golden finch, we got this rare bird in town. Here's where he was last seen. Yeah, you could call and kind of get the bird update for the day or the week, and it was like what was sighted, where it was sighted.
I guess that makes sense because birds are very, are very migratory.
Yes.
And there's probably a narrow window of time you can only see some of them there because they're passing through town.
Yeah.
Really? Well, but there's still some left.
There's 2 in America left that you can call because the internet destroyed this. Like now, everything will be online. You go to
it's all crowdsourced.
You go to all your www club sites.
Someone's typed it in already.
Right. Yeah. And you can do it that way. But yeah, there's like 2 left in America that you can call and get the bird update for the day.
Where are they?
I don't remember where they were.
Are they around here?
No, they were like in the middle of America corridor. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a thing in the birding community called, I think it's called the Big Year, which why they didn't come up with a better name, I don't know.
The what?
The Big Year.
The Big Year.
Yeah. And that's where you see like 700. I think it has to be 700 species in 1 year, whatever the number is.
Okay.
And they call it a big year. It's like people try to document that, and that's why they need all this information.
Okay, all right.
Because they want to see, yeah.
So,
but all that's done like mostly online.
If you see 700, you had a big year. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You can document your big year.
Okay, all right. Yeah. And so,
but there's like cheaters in this whole thing. Like people cheat.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
People hide information about it. They like gatekeep birds.
Wow.
Yeah, the bad birders.
What about traffic?
Traffic.
Is there something? I feel like there's something about traffic or road closures. Wasn't something? There's a hotline you could call that.
Yeah, I feel like you could get.
Yeah, the Beltway is backed up for between exits 25 and 39.
Yeah, I think you get traffic. I feel like there used to be a way you could get like highway updates, especially like for the gorge in western North Carolina.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
I don't remember calling it, but
I don't either. But I think I remember that. The one that I can't remember is concerts, like how we knew when concerts were coming to a venue. We knew, like I remember distinctly when Chicago came to Raleigh, we all knew when it was coming.
It must have been in the newspaper, or they put out an ad, or maybe a poster at a record store.
Right. You had to go to a box office to get tickets.
True.
A physical box office.
You know what? I bet you those box offices are the ones that were advertising.
Yeah, maybe
they were letting everyone know, hey, you need to buy your ticket here.
But you physically had to go to the box office.
Oh yeah.
Stand there and buy your ticket.
What was the longest line you ever stood in for?
I never stood in a line for concert tickets.
Really?
Those Chicago tickets were a really hot item in '84, whenever it was, and somebody else stood in line.
Really?
Yeah, but they stood in line like overnight.
I stood in a line overnight for the U2 Joshua Tree.
Oh, really?
It was in the box office was at the Annapolis Mall.
Yep.
And I remember hanging out in the mall parking lot.
Yep.
Spending the night there, and staying up all night to get tickets to the U2 concert.
And there are people that would give like lots of money to other people to stand in line.
I was not one of them.
You would trust them to go and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could remember more about how we figured that out. But
someone, a listener will tell us.
I remember there were fan clubs.
Yeah.
Like you could join a fan club. But again, all that was like by mail.
Sure, you got it in this, but mail is reliable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing, of course, was like newsletters. Like if you had any niche project, or if you were a hobbyist, you were probably on some type of mailing list or a newsletter.
I was on the mailing list for the Scout. Yep, it was the store in Ohio.
Yeah,
they're still in business today. They're known as the big store for Scout parts, but they had a quarterly or monthly newsletter they'd send out, and I might still have a couple copies of them, because they would put in their stories of people and their Scouts, and they would put tech tips.
Yep.
So you can figure things out, or they'd throw in an ad in there for the parts they were selling, or one of the gadgets they were selling, like something to save fuel on a Scout. And you should put this on your You should put this on your Scout.
Yeah, that's how
I was on a mailing list.
Yeah, everything was done like newsletter wise.
Right. And now we get emails. You can get email blasts every week.
Yeah. Well, even like in the back of I use Autocrafters, and they still send out a physical catalog.
Oh, do they?
And in the back is a place where you can join the Ranchero Club.
But
there you have to like tear out the application form, fill it out, and mail it in.
All right.
Yeah. I also remember that you could dial in for a joke of the day. Or maybe
is that where you got yours?
Yeah, that's where I got all my jokes. The joke of the day.
Joke of the day.
I remember joke of the day. I remember you could dial. There were different places that you could dial for a prayer.
Okay.
I don't know if it was a recorded prayer, if they just had someone on the other end that would pray for you.
Interesting.
Yep.
Do you think that some of these things are still around?
I wonder if the prayer thing might still be
or
around.
Even the joke of the day.
I think I've seen
is
that
there
in
any
some
reason
churches.
not to do the joke of the day?
That would be a great thing to have, where you dialed in and got a joke.
There's no reason not to.
There's no reason not to. I mean, people do it on, like, even our software. There's a software we use at work that they insert a joke of the day as the start screen is coming up.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of places that'll do that. But yeah, the dialing in for a joke of the day, that would be.
We try to do words of wisdom every episode.
Yeah, we did until we ran out.
We ran out of wisdom.
I remember like you could dial for a horoscope or a psychic reading at one time too.
No way.
Yeah. That was in the 80s.
Now that you mentioned it, I feel like I remember seeing at least the psychic phone number in the back of like Popular Mechanics. Right. It was back there somewhere,
right?
Way back there. And it wasn't free though.
Yeah.
The psychic reading wasn't free. You had to give them the credit card number.
Credit card, yeah. I mean, not that, but
I'm asking for a friend.
The back of a Popular Mechanics or a comic book got a little dicey.
How so?
Just with some of the ads that got
in
the back there. And I remember I told you some of the advertising in the Almanac got a little dicey too.
Okay, all right.
Just because same kind of stuff. Well, I think we've probably exhausted this analog piece tonight.
Well, maybe we should put your phone number on the video so people can call you and get the joke of the day.
Joke of the day. Maybe if we get sophisticated, we'll do that.
Interesting. Do you remember the episode where we talked about the guy who set up public phones?
Yeah.
Using all internet.
Yeah.
Phones and internet providers.
Yeah.
And he actually became the information.
Yeah.
People could call him or call a number. It would go to his phone and ask information about their little town, and he would give it to them.
Yeah. That'd be good. Nice to have that kind of stuff back again.
I'm thinking maybe this is going to be our retirement gig
for Winston-Salem.
Yeah, we can be
what area specifically.
We can be the Winston-Salem area information network.
Maybe even if we could set up an old payphone where if you just go by and pick it up, it will tell you the joke of the day.
Ah, that's true. Actually, you just put a bunch of phone numbers up there. You dial for the joke of the day, dial for your prayer of the day, time and temperature.
Time and temperature.
The weather. Was there ever a weather forecast? I mean, we got time and temp. Was there ever a weather forecast number?
I can't remember.
I don't remember calling it. That should have been something.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to wait till the evening news to figure out the weather.
I feel like the weather station probably had something, or the TV station probably had something like that. Yeah.
Hey, well, this is your first time watching or listening. Hey, we want to welcome you. If you liked what you heard or saw, hit that subscribe or like button on the platform you listen with. And for those of you that have been listening a long time or watching a long time, let us know where you remember calling for information.
Right. And if any of y'all have called the bird line,
would love to know about it. Tell me which bird. Tell us which bird you got.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right, That All Sound Right is a production of TSR Podcast in conjunction with Campbell City Studios. Peter and I do all the hosting and all the background work. Georgia Tester Merchandise. Brent is our international brand ambassador. And as always, listener number one is
Scott.
So until next week, keep talking.
And stay curious.